welcome you here to my wife's kitchen, which I have no reason for being in here, and you can ask her. Um, as some of you all know, I might have asked you earlier on today that I was doing a demonstrational speech, and I asked some of you if you all enjoy buffalo wings, or as they're also called, hot wings. And most of you said yes, or if not, yourself, your spouse, or significant other does enjoy them. So, I decided to go ahead and show you all this demonstration on how to make them homemade without having to go to a restaurant, paying an undisclosed amount of dollars, spending 10, 20, 30 minutes waiting for your order to come in. So, I have here a couple items, which I have my ingredients over here off to the side, and I do have the ingredients listed here for you all to pass around and take home, just in case you all want to make your own. So, first off, my ingredients, they do include, of course, chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, and to fry up the chicken breast, flour and some eggs. And for the hot wing sauce, of course, the ingredients include vinegar, Louisiana flavored hot sauce, salt to your taste, granulated garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and Worcestershire sauce. Now, first off, of course, when you want to make boneless wings, you of course will need some sort of chicken breast. So I have here some already thought out, ready. I have boneless chicken breast, and I have some. So whenever you want to make boneless chicken breast, you need to cut them like so in smaller pieces. So you're not trying to eat a whole entire piece and make what some people would consider a slab of yourself. So I have them sliced up, ready to go. And first off, when you want to make them, of course you got to prepare your oil. So you can have them in a deep fryer like I have here, or you can also use a pot with hot oil on the stove. And you will also need another smaller pot to prepare your hot wing sauce. Now, of course, like I already said, I have a deep fryer here with oil going. The chicken, I have some here just to demonstrate that these were not bought or produced anywhere else other than in this kitchen. Now, when you start off, of course, you want to wash your hands, which I've already done. And you want to whisk your eggs into a nice little yellowish color. Get them nice and done up, as I showed here. And with the pre-cut pieces already that you have, you're going to just take a few, dip them into your yolk that's already been whisked up. Just let them get wet a little bit with some of the yolk. Dip them in the flour. Just dip them, coat them, make sure they're all completely just filled with flour. And then, of course, once your oil is done, which you'll find out if your oil is done by dipping a small piece into the oil, making sure that it starts to fry. And as I said, I have some here already frying up, and I have some that have been prepared already. So, that being said, once they are done, you just take them out, you set them on a plate, a designated plate off to the side with a napkin, so it just absorbs all the excess grease, all the excess oil, so you won't have any just dripping all over the place whenever you do go to make your sauce. Now, as far as your hot wing sauce, it consists, of course, of the ingredients I listed here, and you all have the recipe for the sauce, which it includes 8 tablespoons of butter, which is typically a stick of butter, 8 tablespoons of Louisiana hot sauce, a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, an eighth of a teaspoon of garlic pepper, and then of course use salt to your personal taste. Now, for the cayenne pepper and the hot sauce, that would be seasoned to your taste and tolerance of spiciness. And of course, one last thing before I forget, there is also the distilled vinegar, and you need 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. So, when you start off with your sauce, you might want to go ahead and just have it in a smaller pot, put the 8 tablespoons of butter in there, and ensure that they melt completely. You know, so that way whenever you do go to add the rest of the ingredients, the butter's already melted. You don't have to deal with sitting there fighting, trying to stir chunks and other ingredients. So, as the butter is completely melted, you go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. And you got to remember to stir, because otherwise the sauce, all the ingredients will separate, because some are water-based, some of course have grease like the butter. So, now, of course, I'm going to just whisk some of it up here. Get it nice and mixed up. Now, as you have it whisked up, I was originally going to use some other tools, but due to circumstances, I don't have those particular tools. Now, I'll show you here, just with tongs. You just take your wings that have already been prepared, just dip them in. Just dip them in, take your pot, slowly stir it around. And I was going to use an actual Tupperware with a lid to shake them up, but due to the fact that it doesn't really help and it doesn't seal all too well, take a spoon with slots in it, just stir them around, and then that's it. You have yourself some homemade buffalo wings, and you don't have to worry about going to a restaurant, going and fighting with a crowd, especially around here in a military town on payday. We all know when everyone else gets paid, and everybody likes to leave post at the same time. Everybody likes to go to the same restaurants at the same time on the same day. So, with that being said, once you have your wings, all you have to do is just serve them up, take them out of the pot, put them on a plate, and enjoy. And that right there is how you make homemade boneless buffalo wings.
Oh yeah!